It all began in grade school. I came across a long-lost show I'd never seen, titled The Victorians. But you see...
So we have just a piano right here. There's a keys layer and a bass layer, and I have the chords of the piano up in the keys, and then the bass of the piano in the bass. So if we get just that. So this really would be what Adam is playing on stage. Everything else would be non-diegetic, I think is what you would say. Just a little bit more piano in there. We'll see what that piano sounds like later in the song. It's pretty repetitive and it's pretty harsh, so you don't hear that very, very heavily in the final mix. But let's start with that section because that's the best section of the song, right? If we just have that, this would be I love this. What is that? Let's find out what that is. That's a contact instrument, and it is, let's open it up. It is just a clavinet with probably a phaser or, so the wah, with the wah turned up, that's how you get that sound. But that's awesome. And that song, I think that sound, it used to be in like, right before I actually released the pilot, that sound was pretty loud in the mix, and even in the first version of the trailer you can hear it as well, that clavinet part is pretty loud in the trailer music, so I turned it down. But I still think that is like one of the most characteristic tracks of the song. It just adds so much. Why don't we pull out these rhythms and listen for a second to just these ambient synths as I have them titled. Let me get the vocals up for just a second so you can hear where we are in the song.
It all goes back to that one soundtrack. Oh, I remain quite certain. There is no door, no web search that can unveil it. The road stays closed towards the chance that I can hear it in my lifetime.
That sounds awesome. So you can see how with all of those crazy harsh rhythms and then this like very almost, I don't want to say peaceful, but it's just very steady, and it's just these long drone notes, organs. And what are these? So we've got a this main thing right here. Let's see. This is just like a Blade Runner kind of synth. Like that. That's the main one. And then so the song goes like this. It's I remain quite certain there is no door nowhere. So those first two little bars right there are chords. I remain quite certain. It's just that. It's just whole notes. And then once you hit that third chord, that's an E. It does this in, I'm seeing three different ones here, here, and here, where it does this. Just like that. Let's see what that sounds like just on its own. So yeah, and what's that right there? That's just a mellotron, and then another. What is this? I think actually is what you hear in the song, and that is just some sort of synthesizer. Let's figure out exactly what it is. Oh, it's from Hybrid Keys, Glisters on My Fingers. Very cool. And then this last one here, this is an organ for sure. It is. Very cool. So let's move up. We haven't even looked at this layer yet. This is just melody synth. So if we start, what if we put the vocals on top? What would that?
All goes back to that one soundtrack. Oh, I remain quite certain. There is no door, no web search that can unveil it. The road.
I just love all of the little harmonies and clashing melodies in this. Not even clashing because they sound good together, but they're just different. And when you play them at once, they sound great. And I think that my favorite example of that is actually in the first half of the song.
With no release or album, chances locked on site, my only choice to take the noise, dissect the score, and start from scratch.
Which is awesome. So let's figure out how that works. I think it's all just on one chord. This score and start from scratch. If we just listen. It's really this track right here that does it. That little organ. I'm gonna play the whole mix. Listen for that part, because it's just so
How
cool.
I ended up on stage.
Right here. That is pretty much as I can show of the instrumentation of this song. I mean, I could go through every single track, but I think I went through all of the best ones. And other than that, there's not really much to talk about this song. Other than, I guess, maybe I'll show off the little harmony at the end.
The sound work, the fates might turn up. The chance that I can can hear it in my lifetime. Do the sound work, the fates might turn up. The chance that I can hear it in my lifetime. I can hear it in my that I can hear it. Anyway, it's kind of like You and Your Show, if you know how that song ends and it sort of splits off to the third above it in the melody. But anyway, what I want to show off now is the unheard cut verse from the song in the original version of this song. So when I first came up with this particular song, I thought that it was going to take place in season 2 of the original Adam Hendrickson show, and actually it was going to be in episode 3, and it was going to be the song that Adam sings to the chamber choir about himself. And when I was coming up with the idea for the new show, I realized that this was the perfect thing to have Adam sing in the first episode. And then I thought of the idea, well, he'll sing it at the talent show, and that'll be the thing the storyteller makes him do to get the soundtrack. It all comes full circle that way. But let me show off the original version here. Let me go find it.
It all began last.
Now, I'm not going to play this whole demo. I did share this demo in the Discord server if you want to listen to the whole thing. But I'm just going to play the one part that you don't hear in the final song.
Have it with no release or album. Chances looked unsightly. My own choice to take the noise, dissect the score, and start from scratch. It was quite a task. That's the truth, and that is how I ended up in here. It all goes back to that one soundtrack. Oh, though I think quite often to the man who wrote them. He holds the tracks, and I have asked him and told my tale, but to no avail. Well, I'll just write more emails, and while I'm on that, I should write more songs for White Lake.
That's it. From there, it goes into the song that we know from the pilot. So I think from there, I think that's it. I think that's really all I have to say about that one soundtrack. If you have any questions about the song or anything Adam Hendrickson show related or anything at all, leave them in the comments below and I'll get you an answer and I'll give you a good one. So until next time, take care and yeah.